parking lot. They say an armed bystander.
That's so cool.
Supporters just took my job away from me. I've gotten death threats, rape threats, violent threats. It was okay, but now it doesn't make my future. My future is entirely compromised because Trump supporters have decided to come for my life. God, this sucks. You guys suck.
Girl, you have no room to talk. You have threatened people online. God's sakes, you're a hypocrite. I blame Trump supporters. No, blame yourself because you made a TikTok threatening people. Okay? If I went out and threatened somebody because of an ideology, I would have been fired too. So do me a favor and stop crying. It is your fault. Quit blaming other people for your problems. That is the most... I can't stand these kind of people. I'm sorry I haven't been in a video for a long time. I've been super busy with a lot of things, but I had to say something here. I really had to say something.
This is what Trump supporters wanted, because standing up for Black Lives Matter put me in a place online to be seen by millions of people. The job that I had worked really hard to get and meant a lot to me just called me and fired me because of everything. I don't know if everyone's seen, but it's been circulating a lot. My Black Lives Matter TikToks were picked up by conservatives and spread and shared.
Because they were spread and shared because you were threatening Trump supporters, you moron. If I went around and start threatening people for their ideology, which I make videos on YouTube a lot, I try to be careful, much as careful as I can, to not say anything that could be misconstrued as a threat. And people online have tried to do that. And I debunked them and disproved them. And called their bullshit out. Okay? You have no right to tailoredly threaten people for what they say. This is the first TikTok she did, and what she said that got her in trouble, got her in hot water, and she deserves it. Just listen to her own voice, what she said.
The next person who has the sheer nerve, the sheer entitled caucasity to say all lives matter, I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stab you, and while you're struggling and bleeding out, I'm gonna show you my paper cut and say, my cut matters too.
The person you need to blame is yourself. It's yourself, because you're the one who made the threat. That's why I try to be careful, much as I can, to not make any kind of statements that is even close to that. Okay? I try to make sure that if I'm watching, if I'm making my point, make my argument, that I make a point that is non-threatening and makes a good point in the first place. I've been called racist, I've been called sexist, I've been called homophobe, I've been called all the other things, and you know, I've been even called anti-Semitic, and I'm 1/4 Israeli. My fucking ancestors are Jewish. Like, really? I'm bisexual, you know? And yet you say, all Trump supporters are racist. My opinion about this, about the Blue Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, all that other thing, at the end of the day, mainstream media and most of society doesn't give a crap about you. They don't. You live, you die. Life's a bitch, you wait till you marry one. If I went outside, got shot by law enforcement, nobody would care. Nobody. Nobody. That goes with anything else in the first place. If you're a man, regardless of skin color, you get shot by a gangbanger, nobody would care about you besides your friends and family. Mainstream media doesn't give a crap about you. The people who talk on the news who say, we feel bad for George Floyd, I guarantee you they would not give fucking 1 second to even say hi to George Floyd if he was still alive, these reporters, because they're too stuck up in their heads, they're sociopaths, because they only care about their own self. The reality is, and society says, no lives matter. We live, we die, we're not snowflakes, we're not precious little babies out there. The cruel reality is, we're expendable. That's reality. And some people take advantage of somebody else's death for their political ideology. That's the sad reality of it is. The sad reality is George Floyd was murdered. What happened to him was a murder. 2 of the officers knew him personally. This was a murder, and then mainstream media takes it to use and with their sociopathic mind. Oh, we can make money off of this. They're sociopaths. They don't care about you. They never will care about you, regardless of skin color. They're sociopaths. Okay? They only care about themselves. When Brian Stelter talks about himself, when all these news reporters talk about themselves, oh, I got over COVID. Oh, George Floyd could be me. They don't care about you. That's the reality. So wake up. Regardless if you're Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, all these hashtags, or Fat Lives Matter, you have a right to disagree with me. Fine. Fine. I could be civilized and be like, okay, you disagree with me. That's fine. That's cool. That's great. I think I'm more negative on my viewpoints. That's fine. You know, I'm not like this person who threatens to stab people. I'm not that. I'm a civilized human being, and I realize the reality and the truth is right in front of me. And I realize that all people have good intentions, even if I disagree with them or not. And that's the reality. Talk to you guys later. I'm out.